When it comes to managing employee relationship, a company that fights tooth and nail to win may not come out on top. Instead, a company should place its employees and employer on par with each other, and this is often a challenge for companies. How this is carried out is also a high-stakes process for both the success of the workers and the organization. In fact, these discussions are not far removed from economics, as they're examined under dynamic game theory. And that's where our research comes in to uncover topics like power and governance and the balancing motivating people versus the abuse of power. The ultimate goal in management is to foster cooperation and generate value, thereby creating high-performing teams to drive productivity and success.
As COVID-19 rages, we have seen many employers put their workers on furlough or compel them to take pay cuts. If this continues, employers' credibility will certainly become a serious issue, since the future value of their relationship will be in question. This topic is also covered at length in my research paper, Power Dynamics in Organizations, which looks at why people cooperate, among other issues. Our findings suggest that people cooperate because it provides value, and when we see value for the future, we're more willing to cooperate today and vice versa. The coronavirus outbreak could be seen as a shock to the future value of the relationship, which might hinder cooperative efforts in business. So during this difficult time, companies need to look into what they can do to navigate organizational pressure and to sustain a power-balanced relationship with their employees.
One of our research studies also reveals that more openness does not always translate into better relationship and may not necessarily motivate people. The best way to disseminate information in an organization isn't full transparency. We all know that truth can be tough sometimes, and there are certain limits to transparency. That's why it's important to have an intermediary, such as a supervisor, between the employer and the employee to help smooth the relationship, precisely by controlling the flow of information.
It might sound unconventional to withhold certain information, but this actually allows all parties involved, employers, employees, and supervisors, to keep their jobs and be productive. After all, it is with good intentions to withhold part of the information, and only for a temporary period of time until expected effort is exerted and the promised rewards are paid out. From an academic point of view, we'd like to achieve win-win outcomes in management while elevating the common experience and making people cooperate better.